This is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've heard enough, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
Yo.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Yes.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
비겁하기 짝이었군. 아니 농부한테 죽어놓고서는 저게 말이 되니?
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
King's Landing. 와, 잘 만들었다.
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
마저리. 갑시다. 어서 오세요.
Ethan made this for me.
이선이 만들어준 거야.
Asher sent me this coin.
애셔가 보내준 금화.
What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
주신
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
부적. 다 못 쓴 편지.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come.
아, 마저리가
I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day.
마저리가 두 번째 약혼자죠. 왕좌의 두 번째 약혼녀. 첫 번째는 그 스노우 가문 여자였는데 차였죠.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
차였어.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
깜짝이야. 오지마. 오씨. 왜 이렇게 무섭냐 이거. 나한테 다가오는데 무섭네요.
But you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
없지? 왜?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb.
뭐해?
I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
뭔데?
Begging your pardon, milady, but are you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
왜 자꾸 물어봐?
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
뭔가 좀 불안하네요. 왜 자꾸 물어본대? 정보를 캐내려는 건 마음에 들지 않습니다. 마저리,
Lady
그렇죠.
Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
이야, 구현을 잘 해놨네요. 근데 물론 실사가 좀 더
From the day
예쁘네요.
you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
이야, 마저리.
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
그렇군.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
헐.
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me.
그렇군요.
She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
알겠습니다. 한번 해보지.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
뭐야 넌?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may
알겠어.
feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
기분이 굉장히 안 좋아 보이시는군요. 아, 불안한데. 불안하네요. 티리온.
You can do this.
티리온 라네스터. 뭐야. 다 나를 보고 있습니다. 부담스럽군요.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Your Grace.
오.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear
직접
from the
묻겠다.
girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She
이야.
only
I
meant...
don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the
오만하대요.
chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Foresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
영악하대요.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
루즈 볼튼.
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
어쩔 수 없죠.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
슬슬 속을 긁네요.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
Yes.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening,
뭐야 이거?
wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
뭐야?
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms.
렌니.
Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a
Happy.
delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without
Yeah.
holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves,
불안한데.
pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
무슨 짓을 시키려고.
You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve,
이런.
what would you do then?
I'm sure
Let
she
the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your
Marjorie.
handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
킹스 랜딩을
I'm not quite
통틀어
sure what to
가장
make of
위험한
her.
시녀.
Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
기분 나빠서 좀
I'll walk
땡깡
you
좀
out.
부려봤어요.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport.
의외로
Even
티리온이
then he didn't trust Roose Bolton.
되게
We
자상합니다.
only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie.
그리고
No doubt
티리온이
she
이런
was
걸 좋아해.
pleased. But Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said.
티리온이
It
이런 걸
was
좋아해.
quite the first impression.
오!
No doubt she was pleased. But Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters.
재무
The crown
대신
needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard. Not her.
I wouldn't want to anger Cersei.
And you'd be wise not to. But I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester.
이야 역시
King Osric
티리온.
might not look favorably on such an alliance. And it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
이야
I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
순진한 사람들에겐 독사와 같은 곳이지. 별말 없었어요. 그냥 티리온이 그 시녀를 도와주는 장면이었어요.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now.
그래, 다행이다.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard.
세상에.
Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
뭔 왕비여,
Would you
시녀
marry
주제.
Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
조프리는
I
좀
would
그래요.
marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
그래도
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match!
티리온을
Sir
욕하지 마
Bronn
임마.
and
What are you doing? Well, Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
as am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
이야.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it
전투래요.
is men who are powerful.
아니야, 이
Queen
정도면
was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over.
이 정도면 빈약하지
King's
않아.
Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
드라마에서
There's
보면은
always
아주
someone
그냥
that leaves with some
끝내줍니다.
perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I.
드라마에서 보면
One thing
진짜
with true
아우
hope, ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
당연히 왕비인데
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
마저리. 실제로는 저거보다 더 잘 예뻐요. 실제로는 저거보다 더 예쁩니다.
There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
들으라고 해.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Family.
Ramsay Snow.
Ramsay Snow.
What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
그래요? 난 실문이 더 낫던데.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this.
개인적으로 마저리랑
has left me no choice. She insisted.
그
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the
용녀가 제일 예뻐요. 용녀는 진짜 예뻐요.
Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. I will forever.
용녀가 초반에 19금 장면이 몇 개 나오는데 보고 진짜 충격받았습니다.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother.
Yeah.
Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
이야.
I will send a raven to my family at once.
하녀 주제 왕비한테 저렇게 대놓고 부탁을 하나요? 뭔 깡이래 저건. 깡이 장난이 아니네. 야 혼자가. 용녀는 진짜 예뻐요. 진짜 예뻐요. 중간에 그 야만 족장이랑 응응하는 씬이 있는데 정말 끝내줍니다. 한번 꼭 보시길. 램지네. 오씨 잔이네. 살가죽을 벗기고 있죠. 살가죽을 벗겨요 얘는.
Not my best work, unfortunately.
오씨.
I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
가죽을 벗기고 있어. 내가 자료를 구해줄 수 없지만 그 모두가 아는 그곳에서 받으시면 됩니다.